option. They don't even have backline jump or kind of pick off. They just quite literally need to ball up and run together.
I guess I might be overlooking this a bit, but Gale Force is pretty nice with this kind of lineup just because you want to run in and Gale Force kind of holds them in place to take the fights there for like the 2-3 seconds. How long is Gale Force? 3 seconds? 3.5. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a long duration.
So you have Star Rocket, you have a lot of slows. Or shot. Oh, are they really walking up into this? Excuse me.
Yeah, Chodek's not too sure about this one. Just gonna go down. Why did they just power shot there? Did they just do that to scout or something? That did not work out at all.
Okay, I think if you break smoke on low ground and he wanted to scout, like I totally see it. But I think walking uphill after you don't power shot anything into I don't know, man. Coddle, Jakiro, that don't look like somewhere you wanna set up shop in, you know? Not the hill you wanna climb.
I guess a little bit of false info, right? Because the power shot didn't see anyone, so Chodek's probably thought, oh, you know, it's safe here. I can just park myself up there, get the vision advantage. But because of that first blood, very, very nicely set up on, or
Ooh,
maybe
yoink.
gifted to them more likely.
Silencer took the
So
rune.
grab there. Okay. Could have been worse. 2 for 2.
Are they gonna block the wave? Looks like
Are they
the
going to
answer
stand
is
around and just try and
yes.
pressure out Nesphere? Yeah, you can't actually... You can't do this. Or maybe you can. Okay. Ariel is just going to
Stick
tank a big
charges.
fat milk strike and yeah.
There's one shell down. Ooh, they get the crit wave under the tower though, which is nice for them. So the wave's gonna come back. And it's gonna allow Ariel to kind of abuse playing at the side a little bit more and probably even block the small camp for free. Sansa not really able to kick you out.
Yeah, you kind of need the punching power of the TA if you want to push Ariel away. Just the Sansa enough is not going to be sufficient. But to chase that courier, enough move speed, takes down the Tangos. So Baby 3Packs is going to stand in for them as a position 5. Not his usual role there. But, you know, it's Silencer. How bad can it be? Just press Q, press R. Not a big deal.
I saw some pretty bad global silences yesterday.
That's true.
It was by 4Pirates, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You might
No,
be
honestly, I don't know. It looks like he was playing on ping to me. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, no flame.
right. Okay,
but
that's a little bit flamey. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm saying this because you need context. Okay, so in 2 of the games, I felt like his spellcasting was pretty good. It looked like a pretty good.
Okay.
He
So like
has impressed
consistently
me
maybe
with his,
0.5 seconds like behind kind of thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Giving him protection, you know, any flame, the shield.
Yeah, no flame. That's fair. Not much kind of shielding Mr. Morale from just constantly getting harassed by the Silencer and the Glaives of Wisdom though. But he should still be fine. Just get to a point where you start farming up those jungle camps. Maybe we'll see Ariel look towards setting those up.
One move doing pretty well in the lane so far. Then Coddle, who is gonna farm no matter what.
Yeah, you can't really stop him. A bit annoying for the Lash as well. The Lash, you know, he doesn't really have the longest attack range, so he needs to be quite close to the wave just to get some of these last hits. Probably eat a couple of blasts while he's at it.
I'll talk about his refractor a little. So yesterday we saw his TA go for refractor and he ended up maxing refraction. I feel the Void Blade facet, what it allows you to do is, well, number one, it allows you to dominate your lane because you are maxing Mel, right? I think that's like the Parker cheat code. You just have boots and Blightstone and you just melt people non-stop. It does so much damage. It also allows you to farm because you just melt strike waves and you kind of tear through it. And you will melt creeps anyway, right? It just allows you to harass on top of melding the creeps.
Sure.
I'm curious to see what Nesphere does here.
Lotus being contested. Yeah, we'll see the Refractor come into play here. The damage instances racking up on Ariel. Gonna be enough. For first -1 of the game, Baby 3Packs might just line up another. Turn around a pretty big stick charge with Nesphere. Another Refraction. He's gonna get a buttload of damage, and he is gunning down Mr. Moral. I mean, I guess that's the power. Increasing attack damage by 40. That's huge.
Let's be real. If you had level 2 Mel there, they would still both be dead. No.
I guess. I mean, I'm just trying to. It's not a bad facet, right? I think
I
in
don't
this
know.
particular case, they both do the same thing. So I guess he's not losing anything right now.
Fair. Gilgir coming into. Okay, I like this. You look at they already rewarded once, but Gilgir's gonna annoy them. I think this is Coddle's probably strongest suit this patch is that it's so easy to just walk over here, and I've seen a lot of mid Coddles, they buy a quelling blade or just tango it up or get their
Mhm.
whoever has quelling blade to come and eat the trees, so it's super easy to just stack and come back. You also get blast
Sure.
two camps at once. It's such a nice path, you know.
Absolutely. Always trying to find ways to min-max the farm on these Coddles. Just find the optimal place to
Oh, no surge.
plant your blasts.
He's dead.
Tomorrow, gonna get run down here. The river current's not gonna help him. Another -1. Meanwhile, mid lane difference. Able to solo kill Natty Narwhal. Running him down with the level 2 edict. Probably a bit of the slow coming out from the lightning storm.
It's just life playing against Lash, honestly. One step too far, edict full to 0. It's lightning, 2 points in lightning and stun, so pretty free lane. Lane phase not going the way for Pirates. Wants it to, especially top lane, man. I'm worried for his Darkseer. 11, 12 CS now, 5 minutes in.
I mean, in just about 5 seconds, it's gonna turn daytime, right? Which means that Aerial is gonna be even more useless. Not that it's really his fault, it's just kind of a bit too strong of a... Bless you, my man. A little bit of too strong of a lane to run up into, right? You try and aggress on Nesphere, you end up eating 40 damage empowered hits. Same thing with the Silencer, he can just throw his spells on you and suddenly it's like, okay, well, we're taking a lot more damage than our Ion Shell is putting out. This is not really working out.
Let's focus a little on the bright side here. The double dragon lane is going pretty okay for 4Pirates.
Yeah, but they're not really slowing down the Bristleback, right? He's just farming down there.
This Brissa is a hero, man. If you don't get the counter matchup, DK is one of those heroes that he's going to be happy just laning here. Like I said, it's also a pretty strong Mjolnir game.
Nice stun from Difference. Gets in there.
Gilgir comes
Nets
in
himself
to
a freebie.
secure the rune too. So attacker has, I would say, a lot on his shoulders. I think this Coral, even with the death, he's still gonna be able to have very good impact when he moves around with this level 6. See where he
Sure.
chooses to go with, probably waiting for the urn before he TPs somewhere.
I don't know, he looks like he's about to get ganked by 2 supports, I'm not gonna lie. The way that they're posturing, very, very aggressive. Gilgir has basically been living in this bottom part of the tier 1 tower.
Cholex understands though that his call does want to come to bot lane. So just playing pretty far back, waiting for the wave to come in.
Danik's trying to get in position to mess with this Wisdom Shrine.
Shackle.
There's a Shackle shot. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Didn't spot out Gilgir. Ice Path gonna buy him some time, but we'll just get run down eventually by Chodex. One move, all across the board. They are getting major wins here. Up to a 1k gold lead already, but the fact that their lanes are going so chill, that's very nice and Difference. He's gonna move down here to the bot lane. Nice sentry in place to stop the move from going any further, but still. Look at Mr. Morrill. He's just being pushed away from his own tier 1.
Carl's TPing here. They want to fight. Jakir's probably going to TP in as well.
But for the Solar Bind, slowing down Nesphere. But
He
silence
missed the
up on the
blast.
Darkseer. Very nicely done. No vacuum available, and Nesphere will just be able to walk free.
Oh my god, that's very painful as a caller. This first out to get earn charges, especially moving to the weaker lane of the Darkseer Night Stalker.
Yeah. What is this? Look at these 3 heroes immediately rotating over to the mid. Are they trying to set up on the Kotal? He knows that he can't come up for the rune. Like, he doesn't see any single hero on the map right now.
And maybe just hoping that he wanted to use his form to fight the rune, but hard for Ariel to help out, and unfortunately Jakiro is just way too far, so top row is pretty free. I like the initiative from Nesphere though. I've seen some players do this on TA, like they're level 7, level 8, they just move around.
Ariel, daytime. You can't see this coming. Another -1. Baby 3-packs. His head is growing bigger and bigger as the moments go on. Haste-Rune from Difference. Being body blocked a bit by a creep. That's unfortunate. But just so much pressure, and now he's going to TP bot. Looking to help Chodex out. We look for a return kill onto Pedantic. Chodex cancels his own TP. With the stun coming in and the Edict, that's going to be a very easy dead Jakiro. Difference making the Haste Rune work.
Call TPing down here. Chodex still staying around.
Already used the TP a bit earlier. Now we'll get blasted down. This is the rotation that he wanted to make anyway, so Natty finally getting it done at the 9-minute mark. First few earn charges going the Kotal's way.
Yeah, nicely done. This is the power of the hero, right? He wants to move through the side lanes. You just kind of push out mid, move left, right. Help your DK stay in lane forever. Hopefully kick the TA out as well. But unfortunately, the second half of that plan pretty hard considering how top lane is going. That being said, Mr. Morales, he's been on his road to recovery. Not that bad net worth-wise, thanks to some stacks on the left side. This double melee, what do you call it? Small, medium, large cam on the left side. Sure, love offlaners are just very happy to have this.
Yeah. It's part of the reason why Darkseer is so easy to kind of make work in this meta, right? You just throw Iron Shell on the creep cam. You don't even need to be there. You can go back to the wave and farm up that EXP as well. A bit of double duty going on here. Vanguard complete, looking at the... I guess the sort of more standard build-up, right? You kind of would like to get Greaves this game for the Dispel. Some additional armor for your squad.
It's a pipe game, but I might be wrong. Because I think the DK, the way the heroes work, like DK and Night Stalker, they have high armor, right? So you don't care too much about the stacking more armor onto that. Especially against this Slash. So magic damage is what I see as one move's way to take everything down. So it's why I was like talking about his Mage Slayer as well. I wonder if Attacker will still go for it. Has the Maelstrom queued up. I guess that makes more sense as a carry. You want the scaling item. Unless you're Skeeter, maybe.
Speaking of items, I do want to talk about this item choice from the Lash. He has gone for a Blink first. Arcane's Blink, ready to get in there and do damage. I like this choice a lot.
I wonder if he'll come back to bite him. I can see why he does it. He just wants the power to get onto the Coddle. They have Global Silence too, so gonna be super simple.
That doesn't even need to use it to get the first kill onto the DK. The blast comes through, melting through Difference, but they still are able to take down Ariel despite it being nighttime. Wall comes up a bit later, so the Illusion starting to punch back into Trodex. The Kotal is still around, but doesn't really have a blast to contribute into this very narrow walkway. One move, they bring the numbers and they're able to get it done. Not losing a single hero, a pretty nice Blink reveal, all things considered, 2-for-nothing trade.
A nice kill into a Dragon Knight, probably not expecting that. Difference with a nice Blink into the fog as well. They don't look like they're done though.
Nathy still has some time on the Spirit Form. Gonna chase them away for blast. Ariel comes back into the mix. This might be a dead Leshrac. Trying to commit onto Otaka again. Not really sure whether that's what you want, but Nesphia is here as well. There's a Spirit Vessel charge ticking through his refraction. He's gonna do a ton more damage. Nice Shackle from Gilgir stops him in his tracks, but Nesphia, he's gonna go down, and Nathy on the high ground, he's just farming charges. Throws another one out onto Chodex, needs a bit more damage into this Bristle. Still gonna turn around, one more little blast, one more little bit of snot. He'll get the kill, but Nathy, he could just clean up in this fight. Yeah, this Kotal is really, really strong up into the silencer. He's punching like a truck, but he won't be able to steal the in this time. And with the blast, Natty Narwhal with an ultra kill. I mean, that fight was the Kotal's to win. He had an amazing position. Spirit Vessel charge after Spirit Vessel charge. I mean, that was a huge boost that he really needed.
Alright, now Narwhal back in the game with his Spirit Vessel. 3-4 charges after using one now. Travels almost done. You're making the power to be all over the map more. I wonder if you're this... After this Ultra Kill, do you just go Dagon instead of these Travels? Though I would love to see him just buy Dagon, actually. Or 4-Stuff. I feel like 4-Stuff is so high value in this game.
I get what you mean, but he's already made his decision. Just wants to move that much faster, rotate around the map, maybe continue to get more Ultra Kills. That was really a swing that I think one move not respecting the amount of damage and refraction burn that 4Pirates have. Nesphia getting in there. I can't help but feel like, couldn't he just have been farming? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know whether you really wanted to participate there as a TA without your Blink.
Maybe not letting them burn your refractions. What's the point of taking Refractor, you know?
Yeah, but then
I
they
like
burn your refraction and then you die.
I like that he's active. He has Lash and Bristle cores, right? So not like I said, not many heroes that are able to do things. He will have the blink now, and I feel like when you win your lane and you're able to play as active, I think it's a sign of a good carry player. At least in my
Okay.
opinion. I don't want you to be like AFK farming too much, because if you look at 4 Pirates heroes, if they bring numbers, it is gonna be scary, even with the slight advantage they had from the start of the game. This Coddle
Mhm.
coming in, this Night Stalker, they're all pretty scary heroes when they outnumber you.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess, you know, my sort of very pleb non-carry player brain is like every single time I see my carry come for no reason and make a bad decision in a fight, I'm like, okay, you know, like you could have just let us die and then you're farming and get to your power spike. But I kind of get what you're saying.
Both teams
Baltica
just
managing to escape.
trading towers. I think this favors 4 Pirates a little bit. I don't think they are super fight ready, and it also gives more map for the Coddle to play. See them
Sure.
maybe gate down here. Oh, they're
Wonder
gonna
if the
run into
TA
a
trap
Sansa.
spots this out.
Oh,
Well, that's a bit of a freebie.
that's a lot of your team fight.
He's gonna pop the global silence regardless. Set up for Chodex to get the kill on the Jakiro.
They can
Like you
definitely
said,
turn
Mr.
here. I
Morale,
guess.
they're trying. They're bringing the numbers, but they can't stop the TP through the twin gates. Jakiro's courier
God.
comes in for some reason and dies. Meanwhile, Koto able to TP out as well. So that will put one move in a good spot to get the Tormentor. They end up trading 1-for-1, but key note is that's global silence used, right? So for Pirates, they might be looking for a fight in the upcoming few minutes as well.
Oh, that's a nice shard. Gale Force, baby. It's online.
Oh, for free? God damn.
So I felt like they could fight that though. Just on the high ground, he had wall on Mr. Morale still. Now wall was in a really good position.
Difference blinking into this, missing the stun. As that illusion rune, the shrugs off that initial Spirit Vessel charge, very nicely done. Now Mr. Moral the one in trouble. TPing out, the damage, not enough, my goodness. Very, very close.
Difference, very fortunate to have a illusion rune there. Again, probably the rune you want against Coddle. Any dispel is nice, which is why we see Chodex going for a Lotus Orb too. So I think that's gonna make the game a bit easier for them. Just any one call goes on, you have this purge. 4 stuff almost done for BB3 packs as well.
Oh, Gale Force putting Pedanic in a very, very bad position. And with that AD rune difference, looking for an angle from the high ground, out of nowhere, Nesphere reigns in with the damage. Now they have the Atos into the Night Stalker as well. This is not the Dark Ascension that you want. Gotta try and look for a save. Disarm the TA. And the blast heals way too much for them to burst through. It's kind of an aspect we didn't really talk about, right? The Koto Blasts are keeping this Night Stalker alive way longer than one move I was expecting.
Yeah, it was the mech from the Darkseer as well. Just picked it up. So pretty much half his HP being healed up. You said nice armor against TA2. I think Nesphere also blinked into the silence, so couldn't get off a melted, and they all just walked away. But that was Coddle form and Night Stalker out for what? Losing one Jakiro, they couldn't get a single kill. Global still up for one move. Atos complete on the Wind Ranger. I expect to see them make a move soon. Probably
I kind of
heading to
feel
the
like
triangle.
the autonomy for the game is in one move's hands, right? Like they have their items. It feels like they're ready to go. They aren't going to slow their roll at all, looking to continue to put this Blink Dagger on the Lash to use. You keep finding and picking about 4 Pirates. It's very hard for them to play, especially in this daytime. Another free kill on the Jakiro, who's had a rough time. 1-6-6 right now.
Science are racking it up. BB3 packs on the way to become a core. It's also a pretty nice Silencer game. Like when you have this much in, you actually can go into like some power trades, Hurricane Pike kind of thing. Your pure damage is super nice against these high armor heroes. One move. Gonna try and transition this into a mid tower. I don't think 4 Pirates can take this fight, especially without the Dark Ascension. Slowness on Chodex is a pretty big deal too. Gonna negate a lot of Natty Narwhal's impact.
And one of the things we didn't talk about just yet is there aren't any real ways of breaking the Bristleback. What the hell is going on?
It's actually a solo kill.
Nice little stick, but still gonna get run down here. Gilga dominating on that Wind Ranger.
Best hero in Dota2.
Oh, that Brigand's Break probably did a lot of work.
Yeah, otherwise you would have done no damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. I was like, why is he hurting so much? Like, what's going on? It's like level
Yes.
1, like, focus fire as well.
I don't know if you caught that, but he actually missed the blood grenade because of the Gale Force. Like, pulled him super
Oh, did
hard.
he actually?
Yeah.
I guess most of the
Doing-
damage was coming out from his auto attacks anyway, so it's fine.
That's true. I mean, he's pretty damn farmed on his Wind Ranger, having a great game, 4 kills. Atos gets a shard from the Tormentor, so the big narrow spike. 6-1 and 5, 1.4k gold now. I don't know why he's doing good buy. Just get
That's crazy.
another Lotus.
Yeah, why not? 4-star fuels, all these utility items, pretty good this game as well. Maybe you want a Solar Crest for your TA. Speaking of the TA, in a very precarious position, they're looking for the setup. Not sure whether Nesphere saw it on the ward, will immediately blink away before that refraction breaks, but they have their eyes on him. Global Silence used, trying to push them back. The Gale Force, it's kind of huge. 4Pirates in a very compromising position. Just gonna get Melt Strike down on the Jakiro, but nice vacuum, nice wall. Holding on to Nesphere, they want to take this TA down still, and they will be able to focus her all the way, but it cost them big time. They've lost their DK and both supports. Now this word... oh, the blast. Saves him narrowly. I thought he was dead for sure. Natty Nowell now being slowed to a crawl. Needs to turn around, try and get a blast off. It's gonna be held in place. Mr. Moral goes down. Chodex dodges the blast. And it ends up being a full team wipe for Pirates. They get what they came for, but they lose everyone in the process.
Dude, the more I see this Gale Force, the more I'm convinced Wind Ranger is all you need. Especially in these games where these like 15 to 20 minute fights just keep happening before BKBs, before a lot of solid initiation. I think 4Pirates were also a little hesitant there, right? We saw Nesphere, I think he was in range for an Ice Path, but they kind of hesitated. They decided to search the DK who has no dagger. He gets to blink out. Chodex drops Lotus on him and Global Silence comes out. It was just super awkward from there.
Yeah, the way one move or position was great as well, right? That Gale Force kind of put 4Pirates in a bit of a tough situation. You either back up or you walk forward. And it felt like the comms weren't entirely clear. Some of them were moving up, some of them were kind of trying to reposition. Got messy real quick. Really hard for this Jakiro to really play the fight.
They do have some nice items on 4Pirates though, even though the fight went pretty bad for them. I think Night Stalker is really the only one that's truly suffering. Also, his Gossamer Capes against TAs. I hate it. I hate this neutral item as a TA player. I hate it so much. Just miss Mel Strike all the time. One move. I think they're able to fight without global now. Chodex has like the perfect item build. His Lotus Glimmer is so valuable. I don't think he can ever really die. Like you said, there's no break, and DK is so far away from a Silver Edge, right? He actually at least wants his BKB before he gets the Silver Edge. The Snot Rockets will come out too. He's going Blink instead, maybe feeling that they need to kind of initiate on a core together so these defensive Global Silences doesn't stop the combos. I guess you have long enough stuns that if Bristle is facing you, technically you don't need the break.
Yeah, we'll see whether that ends up being the case. There's still Gale Force, there's still 4 staffs to try and help him out. Flash can come in and put out a lot of pressure as well.
I expect to see one move play towards the Roche side soon. I feel like they're so strong, especially with this Shield Rune on Lash. I think he is pretty damn unkillable. They have Glimmer, they have Lotus, they have Shield Rune, he has Deso. I don't even know if you really truly need the Global Silence.
It's been pretty important to them winning the fight so far, just preventing the immediate counter initiation, right? We talked about the strength of 4Pirates, sorry. They can just kind of turn around, huge blast into vacuum, into Jakiro spells. If they can line it up, that is. So far, that's been a bit of a challenge for them. Gilgear on the hunt. Smells a little horsey around. We'll see him. An immediate shackle down. This is troublesome. Ariel gonna try and help his buddy out, but the rest of one move collapsing in. The heals come in, but it's far too late. Global Silence denies any sort of counter initiation, and Ariel knows that he's dead as well. They're trying to surge, but there's a Gale Force keeping you at bay. Another shackle going to connect, and they have vision. Pedantic trying to do his best to slow down the chase, but one move, they are not slowing down at all. Right on top of the Darkseer, another -1, and the Jakiro narrowly manages to escape.
There's a Shrine of Wisdom too, I believe.
Yeah, the timing
game
is
one
perfect.
move. Oh, it's taken. My bad. You're good. Okay, shame this Wind Ranger right now. He's playing too well. Stuck in the trees on the left side. It's the second power shot to get out. Dude, he's doing so much work on this Wind Ranger. The Shackles, the Gale Force, the Atos, so much setup. I talked about one move not having stuns, but if your opponents cannot really get out of your Gale Force, I guess you don't need stuns. 12k ahead, able to run down everyone. He is top KDA wise for his team.
He's playing insane. Kind of really using the hero to its max potential, it feels like. It doesn't really feel like Baby 3 packs is a stand-in as well. All these global silencers have come out at such great timings. 4Pirates with the smoke up.
Yeah, Shurun.
He does. Bloodstone as well has the back out of the Gale Force, still taking a lot of damage. The 4-stars back to safety. 3 4-stars pushing him away, and the Glimmer, they now can't chase. There's a nice vacuum into a wall. This is the combination that 4Pirates were looking for, and they'll burn up the rest of one move. Difference can't help out. They don't manage to get the Roche, and they push back the side of one move. I thought for sure there was going to be a clean escape, but the teamfight wombo combo coming into play for 4Pirates.
Yeah, it's also his Frost Dragon against the Bloodstone, right? Stopping so much heal. No, 4Pirates. A little bit of a caster curse there, maybe. It's free Roche against what looks like a... I want to say what was supposedly a pre-free Roshan and pre-free game for one move. They're coming in to fight though, TA.
There goes the Gale Force.
Oh, Mr.
Instant
Morales.
burst out on the Jakiro, Mr. Morale as well. I mean, if one move are the ones initiating, you're not getting out, right? 4Pirates, they were able to get the jump on the Lash, force out basically every single bit of defensive utility onto the Lash, which means that there was no more for the remaining heroes of one move. They got cleaned up pretty nicely.
The Gale Force always
Again.
used to pull this much. I feel like it was pretty resistant. I feel like the heroes of 4Pirates are getting like less so pulled level, you know?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It really depends on what direction you're facing. Because if you're sort of running horizontal to it, the direction you're being pulled, it's not that bad. But if you're trying to run opposite, oh, it's not fun.
Yeah, but why are they? I don't know. It just looks weird to me. Like in that series, the Dark series just kind of got pulled downhill so much. Felt like he didn't need
Is
to die
it
there.
has to
Surge too.
doing? Does it have to do with his move speed? You think he has surged up and then he just gets pulled even faster?
I don't even know how it works.
Can't
I
be,
just
right?
feel like it shouldn't be like this. Are they not like clicking buttons while they're being pulled?
Good point. Gilga. Looking at focusing down Chodex, out
Nice
comes the
shackle.
Global Silence Glimmer. Like you said, it's very hard to take down this Bristleback without a break, and in comes
Got the
difference with the damage.
damage.
Otika losing the first life, but there's the wall, there's the vacuum. Mr. Morale trying to find an angle, but everyone on one move just walks away. Difference, meanwhile, blasting down that Jakiro, able to escape to the sideline. Now, Mr. Morale in trouble, getting beat up. He tried to zone out the rest of the team, but Difference is here to cut them off again. Look at this Lash just being blasted back by the blinding light. That might have just saved Otika and Mr. Morale here. Will lose that Night Stalker, though. But it feels like he's just forfeit in every fight. One move, they don't lose a thing.
He's been hitting such nice vacuum walls. I want to see them save the Ice Path. I think it's really important for their fight. These vacuum walls that Mr. Morales are hitting, we talked about it in the draft, right? One move's heroes, they kind of need to clump. It's only really this Lash with Dagger that can kind of go around to play a little flanky, a little sneaky, but Lash, Fear, Shodex, these heroes, they're always in the wall. Always part of being vacuumed before BKBs come out. I want to see Pendekar just kind of chill a little on the Ice Path. Saw one in the mid lane too. 3-man vacuum, no Ice Path.
I mean, the one fight that 4Pirates have won so far is because they saved the Jakiro spells for that vacuum wall, right? Every other fight, it feels like Mr. Morale, like you said, he's hitting this big vac wall, and then nothing happens. Like, the DK isn't in position to auto-attack, there isn't any sort of follow-up control, everyone from one move is just getting the freedom to force stuff out of there or just walk out of there casually, nothing's really punishing them.
Yeah. Good news for them is they take the Aegis away. Game is still pretty hard for them until DK gets much more damage. Also simply because one move, they are hitting their like one true timing real soon, right? It's this triple BKBs that are going to come out. So if you look at the heroes for 4Pirates, Coddle, Darkseer, it's all magic damage. Jakiro, even the Mjolnir procs. Of course, BKB doesn't fully block that, but it is a significant chunk of their damage that they're going to lose for quite some time. Darkseer going for a Lotus of his own. I actually like to see him go Shivas. I feel like Shivas is so high value this game. You have the anti-heal against the Lash, you have the armor and just physical reduction aura against the rest of the heroes.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention the slow, right? The slow to keep them in the wall perhaps just that little bit longer. Buy more time for the Ice Path and the Jakiro follow-up to come through. 4Pirates are on the prowl. They know one move out in this topside area, post taking the Tormentor aerial. His smoke will pop and they find Gilgear. Pretty high value kill. There's the follow-up stun. And that's a mega kill streak going for Otika. They use up what is a Lash illusion. They'll find out very quickly that that's not real. Seems to be all they'll get from this entire sort of initiation and smoke move though.
You see how much gold that Wind Ranger kill gave Otaker? It was like 1.2k.
Yeah.
Pretty much has his BKB now.
Yeah. He, to be fair, like we said, Gilgear is 7-2 and 14. Prior to this, he was 7-1 and 14. This kind of scoreline makes you look like a mid laner who was very successful.
Power of the kill shot. 4Pirates still doing a nice job of keeping in the game. One move, just trying to get their BKBs, but it's go time, it looks like.
Daytime, the sun is out, time to punish. They know someone will be at the 28-minute Wisdom Shrine, and Aerial, the target that's right for the picking. He's got himself a Yules, but it's not going to save him from the Lash follow-up Blink Stun. Nice little recognition there. They unfortunately don't manage to steal the Shrine though. They'll get a kill and that might just open up some tier 3 high grounding for them a little bit.
Yeah, it's not too bad for them. Definitely want to force 4Pirates back here. See, I'm already positioning. They need to come back soon. This tower is gonna melt
Even
with the
if they do,
Deso.
though. The BKB on the TA. They are ready to rumble.
Oh, he blinked in.
The TA just
Hello?
blinking in, smacking
Okay.
away on Natty now while
Whoa, whoa,
Pandanic
whoa.
is in a very awkward place. Beautiful global silence to stop the wall vacuum. Now the BKB forced. Darkseer still trying to find an avenue, but he's only staring down a BKB TA. Now Hurricane Pipe back to safety. Your initiation a little bit botched there, and the Gale Force making it awkward for 4Pirates to reapproach this defense. Both spells used, still no Dark Ascension and Spirit Form. Running out now.
Sakura is a big part of their team fight.
Yeah.
Big death, no real combo. Morales has
Can't
no
buy back
dagger
here.
too. They need to just go on this TA, I think. There's no global silence. Be careful of the shackle.
Dark Ascension used, but immediately they back up. Want to tempt fate here. They know they've pushed the issue quite a bit already. One move, happy with that situation, they'll just back up.
They can still stick around though. Nice Round's gonna end. I know it's gonna be nighttime soon, but does it really matter? I'm not sure.
That's true. They still have BKB on the Lash, although I have a feeling they're probably going to wait the 30 seconds for the TA BKB to come back up.
Pings on the top
Maybe not.
lane. Lines drawn. They want the jump.
It's going to be nighttime here, and TA is going to start to show again. She doesn't have a BKB, so needs to be a bit careful of the setup from long range. Vacuum only onto one. 4 stops available. Macro Pyre a bit off the mark. They're trying to find the TA, but they can't. In difference, he's already found the back line. You'll set up there onto Aerial. He kind of brings himself up into the sky, but now he's in no man's land. Has to go through the defender's gate. Oh, this has not really been the defense that they've been looking for. The Lash will try and find the Night Stalker, but he's already TP'd back to safety. But your racks on 4Pirates, they're already gone.
Might just mean more than 1, 2. What's stopping one move here? Everyone's so healthy, no global silence, sure, but that was a fight without it anyway. Factor off to farm. TA will TP home though. This game's looking pretty hard for 4Pirates right now. One move feeling strong, looking to press their timing. I feel like the only way they go is like they actually need to just commit. Maybe try and wrap around with like 2-3 heroes. Let your DK start in the front, and once the 4 stuff comes out at the back, go in with the vacuum ice path. I think that is one of the angles they can approach.
It just feels like every single time they've tried anything here, the global silence has come out in such a nice fashion. Timely as well. Mr. Morale, you know, you can't really blame him. He has the glimmer, but the reverberating silence. There's a reason why people ban out the silencer. It just forces you into this, okay, no counterplay, too bad for you. What can you even do? Aerial.
This has the dagger now, so I think they just want to go in together, which I think is the right move. Oh, I don't like that use, brother.
Gonna press out just to escape, really? TP away in the tree line. Oh, I thought Gilgir was gonna try for a random power shot shackle.
Gale force him off the tree line. TV's back to the top side. Shorex might be baiting here.
Chodex might be baiting himself, not expecting the Night Stalker to be back here. Global Silence used defensively. Chodex popping the BKB, still surviving, but the last hit from the Dragon Knight will finish him off. Nesphere looking for an angle into the fight though, one move.
I don't know
They
if you
still
want
want to
this fight.
challenge the side of 4Pirates. They're running in, this is a mistake! He just goes down instantly to the magic damage burst! Otika, he's the big boss in this fight. Frost Dragon preventing the heal from difference, and one move. All three cores just giving themselves up willingly, almost. 4Pirates, now it's their turn to strike.
That was a big mistake from Nesphere. Chodex clearly did there. They could have just disengaged. Aerial space created by his Night Stalker, right? TV's bottom uses the ult, turns it into some super high value play. And Chodex, you said no Silver Edge, but again, if you stun him from the front long enough, this DK stun into Ice Path is definitely enough time to just bring down the bristle facing you. Signs of
Damage
life
done
from
by
4Pirates.
Absolutely. More than signs of life. It was, what, up to a 17k gold lead, now dropped all the way down to 6. Still gotta respect the DK and the damage that he can do. Oh boy. 4Pirates. A bit of a lifeline in this game from that Night Stalker out. I can't help but feel like when you see the Night Stalker pop out like that, everyone just backs up. Right? Like he TPs away, they're gonna try and make the most out of that duration. And my goodness, if they get the Roche while they're at it, that's gonna be huge. Otika's gonna walk in there for the second life.
Yeah, it's the Hurricane Pike now, so more kiting potential for the lack of stuns lineup on one move. And we see a problem with the TA carry now, right? This is the point of the game where if he does get stunned, if he's not able to like play the edge of the fights and cut people down, he can't fight this Dragon Knight. Not with the Greaves, the Solar Crest. Coddle has that Aghanim Scepter now too, so a lot more control. Ooh, Banner boys.
They forget about it because they're looking towards more kills. BKB's forced on side of one move. Otika, he has to pop his as well. Mr. Morale in some trouble getting beaten up by the TA disarm, but they lose the Darkseer. That's a big bulk of their team fight. And now Otika, he might just lose the first life again. 4Pirates feeling a bit strong post Roshan take. Pedanic, he's at least gonna get that banner, but Otika drops a second time. 4Pirates, it looked like they finally found an opening to start turning the tides of this game, but as quickly as they get an advantage, kind of toss it all away again.
Yeah, I didn't like that goal. That was a bit too forced. Try to get the stun. They popped BKBs and just couldn't disengage. Mr. Morales blinked in with the Dragon Knight, but once the BKBs come out, they just turned on him. He couldn't drop his wall. No one to vacuum. Ignis Fata's doing nothing against the BKB charges. This might be your second lane of racks here.
Might be the game. No buyback for the Dragon Knight in 40 seconds. That's when you'll have him back. Not sure whether the 4v5 situation is that doable for the side of one move.
Even this Wind Ranger has BKB.
Yeah, he popped it a bit earlier as well. Try and slow them down. Vacuum into the Ice Path. Ignis Fatas as well, but nothing but a scratch. These heroes of one move. Not really punished, I must say, for that mistake. Like that, I feel like in any other situation, you die with 3 cores here, and the cores being like Lash, EA, Bristle, so much of your tempo gets cut into half, and the other team just starts taking an overwhelming advantage. But 4Pirates, that's kind of been the hallmark of their gameplay in the games that we saw them play versus Na'Vi as well, right? They would have one really, really nice almost make it moment, and then they very quickly kind of drop the ball again. And then the tides would be back against them. It must be kind of frustrating if you're playing on 4Pirates, because you kind of feel like you're waiting so long in the game, you're playing on the back foot, you're looking for your opportunity, and then when it finally feels like you found something, it just drops out of your reach.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like it's in these games that you want to stay calm and make the right choices, because one wrong choice puts you back, what, 3 steps? It's just one of those. It's the right move or no move, you know?
Yeah. Quite literally 1 step forward, like 8 steps back, right? Like that gold lead, sure, it's not what it used to be for one move, but the game state, the current position that you're in, one move, they have all the autonomy in the world and you don't really have a say right now. You're just hoping that they give you another bit of a 3 core kills on a silver platter type situation.
Yeah, now one move with the advantageous position again. I wonder if they're gonna wait for Roshan, because it's pretty long time. At the same time, forcing high ground into this mass team fight, especially when 4Pirates are able to just kind of kite out and hide in their base. I feel like it might not be the easiest. Little item checked. He has a Swift Blink. So more kiting, more damage. Lash on the way to Shiva's. 25 soon too. That's going to be pretty nice for him. More refraction instances means more refractor chargers.
Hell yeah.
Or Pirates don't
Do you just go full refraction build? Like, he skipped the refraction, can be cast while disabled. Hold that thought. Full commitment onto difference. He pops the BKB instantly. Dragon Knight in a very awkward position, but will pop his own BKB, start to fight. Nice vacuum wall, only on both supports. Ignis Fatus trying to control them. Pedanic there with the follow-up. BB3 Pex is going to go down. He already used the global silence though, and Pedanic might be the trade. Difference finds him on the sideline. Meanwhile, Otika committing into the fight. Nesphia goes down. The 1v1 between the carries. The Dragon Knight can win it, but now they got to try and buy back on one move to win this fight. Take down the Dragon Knight, and Mr. Morale looking to fall next. Difference still such a big factor in these engagements. Second Ignis Fatus coming through. 90 forced to pop the BKB, but he's still running forward on the lash. Looks for Mr. Morale, finds him. The Yules comes out far too late. You have 3 buybacks on 4 Pirates right now. I just have to use them to avoid the end of this game. Mr. Morale's going to pop back out first.
You protect their Rex somehow. Chodex, no real reason to stop. No damage on these heroes without the Dragon Knight.
And they go a difference again. No BKB on Natty Nawal. Might be in a bit of trouble there, but can't continue to commit into the Ignis Fatus. Just a bit too annoying, and they bought back on the DK. Otika gonna try and find some kills,
Nice
but beautiful force staff to the low ground. They'll chase with their own. Otika surged up, trying to beat away on this Lash, but another beautiful shackle shot. Holding him in place, and this chase, it's looking over. They can't keep going.
Double core buyback for Pirates. They need more than just this silencer. I don't think they're gonna find it though. Are they even gonna get BB packs? Another 4 staff soon?
Okay. That's a dieback there on the silencer. Chodex caught as well. Difference gonna try and come back in. They know the Night Stalker is stuck, and they will finish off Aerial. Looking at Otika as well, but he has his BKB. This is his time to fight. Trying to do damage into the Bristleback. Still very tanky, turning away from him. And Otika, he doesn't have the HP to survive the Gilgard. Trying to keep him safe, but Difference burning him up from the high ground. Otika's gonna go down. You don't have a TA, that's not a problem. Difference will carry this game. Triple kill for the Lash. Now they're looking at more. Natty and Mr. Morale TPing away. They'll be the last 2 defenders, along with Jakiro, who has buyback. But that Lash just did everything for them.
Difference. I don't know if he was level 25 in that fight, but so much damage. Has the Lightning Storm past Nova too, so just more slow, more procs. And we see the problem again with this physical damage. Once Otaker goes down, it's just so hard. Once the BKB is not there, there's just, man, it's not enough.
Level 25 on the TA, just full committing in for Natty Nawal, trying to finish off the Coddle. And just to make it to his base though. Pops his own BKB in that situation. Was worried about a bit of counterplay or vacuum or something like that. For one move, they should be very able to just take this last lane of Rex without much interference. There is a Night Stalker of a Dark Ascension. Have a global silence available, holding on to that for now. Aerial controlled out on the sidelines. Full vision of this Night Stalker the same way he sees them. Hard for him to really get in on the fight. Mr. Morale trying to find an angle, but just gets silenced and killed. The full commitment to the Darkseer, that was their only hope there with a vacuum, and Pedanic got a drop as well. Aerial, all he's doing is giving them vision. Like, he's not important enough of a target. They just take down the one teamfight hero that 4 Pirates have. This is gonna be the last lane of Rags. 13 more seconds until the Dragon Knight comes out. 4 Pirates still hanging on despite facing Mega Creeps. They want one final hurrah. Not be able to get it. Chodex on the front line. He's been such a thorn in their side. Here comes Otika though. 3v5. They'll try and set up onto Chodex. Try and push him in the base. Not gonna work out. He pops his own BKB onto Natty Nawal. And this has got to be it. They take down the Coddle. They'll dive the base for Otika. Aerial forced to blink away just to survive. It is brutal as one win. Despite some little road bumps along the way, a pretty clear path to victory for them. They were able to play the tempo of their draft. Lanes didn't go well enough. And for Pirates, one last chance for the Pirates. Up against one move. If not, we'll have the 1-to-1 matchup versus move versus win.
Move versus win. So just what you're gonna stick to.
Yeah, you kind of, you know, I'm not an expert in mathematics. I think we've established that already. But you kind of put two same numbers at opposite ends of the equation, right? They cancel each other out, if I'm not mistaken. That's what my primary school education taught me.
That's true. There can only be one.
Yeah.
But for now, there's 4 on the other side, so 4 Pirates will have to
these numbers, man.
battle against one move. Nothing too surprising from the facets. Provoke the
I
beast.
understand that these are organization names, so I can't really hate. Like, I know one move is an org, one win is an org, 4 Pirates is a stack, but I guess this, while we have some time in the pause here, what is the worst stack name you've ever come across in your time playing pro that you remember?
Worst stack name, like org
Yeah.
or just a stack or anything.
It could be anything, like just bad name.
Damn,
Awful to say, no
nothing
ring
actually-
to it.
Nothing actually comes to mind right now.
Damn.
I need to go open qualifier list right now and find someone to hate on.
Oh,
Open
okay.
qualifier
We'll let you do
teams,
that. We have a game on
Dota2.
our hands, though. We're back into things. I can talk a little bit about the draft while you do that if you want, but
Go.
I'm a little curious about how this 4 Pirates draft is intended to play out. I kind of see what you mean in terms of one move their heroes can scale very nicely, and there's a very clear game plan, right? You're going to run the supports into the mid, play around that DK, he's going to try and pressure down towers. Natty Narwhal, he doesn't really have that same tower pressure potential. He went for the Misanthropy, which is what we see from most Lashers these days just because the damage potential is so high, but because of that, you're not necessarily this tower taker early on. Bit of a late smoke coming out from both sides. We'll get broken up on the high ground, though. You really want to fight into this one-move lineup level 1? They are so scary.
Probably not, Mike, but let's talk about the facets a bit. You tend to pay more attention to these things than me. This Primal Beast has Provoke the Beast, which gives you 3 uproar stacks as you're disabled.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you take that in this game? There are like 2 stuns.
Yeah, I guess it counts as... do you get slowed as well? Hex, Taunted, Silence?
just
Yeah, I mean, there's a
disabled.
Silencer. Right? So, like, if you Global Silence, you get slowed or maybe kind of feared by the whip. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm a bit curious. I feel like Ferocity is usually the facet that just gets insta-picked just because of that additional AoE. That's pretty nice.
I'm feeling like he
But
can't
maybe
really...
he just doesn't think he'll be touched that much. Just the Global Silence, you come out of it, you got 6 uproar stacks, not too bad, right?
I guess so. I don't know. I just feel like the power rise is just nicer. It's used more often, you know, especially against no stuns. 2 stuns doesn't seem value, man. But we'll see if it comes into play. Maybe it's a life hack if you're going eggs. Maybe that's the plan. You know, you get more uproar stacks.
Yeah, but as in what I'm saying is the fear from the whip, the silence from the silencer, those things count as apparently disabled as well. So he's gonna be like basically at max stacks every single time.
How often do you see Ringmaster pulling waves? Is his lane that hard?
Yeah, what's going on here? Is pulling waves just that good now that you do it regardless of the matchup?
I don't know. His offlane's dead.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was worth it. Mr. Morale just gets run down. I guess it is that hard. Because Ariel, he's got a little bit of an audience here. The audience is going to get distracted by some satyrs. Very nicely done from Baby 3Packs to connect the wave. Now this is even more awkward for Mr. Morale. Bot lane though, Chodex getting run down, so... I mean, he had uproar stacks, but it's not going to matter. That's all he has at level 1, and the level 2 timing from 4 Pirates. Very, very nicely done. Both offlaners getting punished early on here.
Yeah, just life when you hit level 2 first. Same in the top lane, like Gyro hits level 2. Like, I have gone through 4 regions of open qualifier names, and I can't find something to hate on. What about you? What's the worst name you've ever seen?
Worst name I've ever seen. The goal of all life is death. That's one of the worst ones.
Is that a bad name? That's a pretty good name.
I don't know if it's good to say over and over again in a game, brother.
So you're using the caster bias.
Yeah, I'm a caster. That's kind of I'm speaking from my own perspective.
All right.
Apparently, it's a quote from an anime.
Yeah, it is. How can? All right, at least you knew.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
Dude, you don't have to watch anime to know that's a quote from anime because it sounds so like It's like anime
So
level.
like
It's-
pretentious,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I know what I mean. Like, yeah, you got anime profile pictures, and then now you got anime team stack names. That's crazy.
It true, man. It true.
A lot of these probably, I guess, Japanese language or culture inspired in-game names as well, right? You got Yatoro, Kataomi, used to be Suzuya. Those literally all
Did
sound
he
like they could
actually
be
used to
anime
be
characters.
Suzuya?
Yeah, he did. That was his name before he changed to Kataomi.
Damn. Suzuya's
That was
a
back
cool
on
name.
Creepwave. Yeah, Suzuya's dope. I don't know why he changed it.
Alright, Mike, if you have a kid one day, what are you naming your kid?
Oh, don't get me started on this. I think, okay, look, it's tough, right? Because you know,
It's
when
tough.
you have a kid, you don't want to name them anything that you've encountered before, because maybe you don't really have. For example, would I name my child Adam Shah? Probably not.
Okay, that's very, very targeted, but I respect it.
No, no, like okay, be for real. Would you name your son Mike?
No,
Yeah, see, why is that?
I don't know.
You don't? Okay, well, we'll
I don't know. I've not put thought into this.
Yeah, okay, well, thank you for that.
Well, what's this, Ariel? Taking his anger out on the neutral camp.
You can't really do much to this lane, right? Like Nessia and Baby 3-packs are just completely bullying Mr. Morale back. But if there's one thing about Mr. Morale that we know, he is good at playing a bit of a poverty game on this Centaur War Runner, right? He is not unused to this. He had to play with a jungling Veno that was basically the core in his place. Still managed to find a Blink Dagger, find some impact on the map as well.
This is just his accepted role as the Centaur one runner. He's going for the Blade Mail this game too, which is pretty nice, right? Against the Gyro. A lot of the old school item counter against the Helicopter.
Natty trying to make a play here with the Edict, but it runs out and Difference able to tank through it. With the TP in from Baby 3-packs, they punish the Lash.
Yo.
Nice little bait there from the Dragon Knight, and that is kind of huge.
Yeah, big kill on Natty, and this is going to give DK level 6 before Lash is level 6. Sansa Ringmaster, not the best heroes at going mid too, so I expect one move at the 6-minute mark with this catapult when DK hits 6 is to come over. Let's see what they choose to do. Primal also really good at just kind of tipping and connecting this move. Gyro as well, so it's a open field for one move now.
One thing we didn't really mention about the Gyro as well is with how much he's pushing in the lane and how much shenanigans are forced from this 4Pirates off lane. Very real chance for him to just go through the twin gates with Baby 3-packs and get the punish out on the Terrorblade if he doesn't have meta. Kind of hard for you to stand up against that magic damage coming out from the rocket barrages as well.
Alright, looks like mid pressure will come. One move, bringing in the Jakiro, the Narwhal. Just getting bullied by the Dragon Bros. Or the Dragon Triplets, I should say. If you're two-headed, are you one person or two people?
Well, I think they're one person with two heads, right?
Yeah, but
They're one
does that make you
entity.
one entity.
That one entity is on a killing spree right now, but might just drop to Natty Narwhal.
But you have two brains.
Does a brain define individuality? Pedanic gonna go down here. Why are we having intellectual discussions in the midst of some kills happening? Two supports getting dropped by the side of one move. And Nesphia gonna rotate over the Pirates. They are starting to lose numbers big time. Having to TP in the Ringmaster again post-death. This is not really working out for them. Their tower is taking... Okay, maybe not as much pressure as I thought. I guess the Dragon Knight form runs out and he's not able to get more hits off. So pressure relieved a little bit, I guess. Just with a couple of deaths.
I don't know, my Power Observer is asking is there's two
Yeah,
brains
dude,
have one.
wait, why are you
if
encouraging
you
us? Just
one
for,
entity. Oh my god.
yeah, just for context, guys, we might have to hang on. I'm not gonna ruin the
Goodbye,
moment here.
attacker.
Nice little trample, so much damage from Chodex. The high
Look at
levels
skill build.
in the
Uproar,
uproar. He's
baby.
gonna stand his ground and punch away onto Pedanic, surviving the damage, but the magic
no, the
might just
creep.
take him out. Arcane Curse,
Oh.
Defense Matrix, come on! Heal Gear, right place, right time, saves Chodex, and allows that Primal Beast to walk away with a big win. Meanwhile, Nesphia getting the kill on Natty again. Rotating to the mid lane just to punish the Lash. I mean, you're right in saying that the Lesh can kill the DK of Diabolic, but one move, they have just been bringing in hero after hero to punish him every single time.
Dude, this Nesphere guy, man. If you play against him, you actually need a ward between. Actually, they do have a ward. They know. Look at this observer in the room. They know, like, this is Nesphere's path.
Yeah.
He's coming down this. He wants to help difference, and I feel like these moves, they're really good. You know, it helps enable your rest of your team. He doesn't lose out anything because he's already naturally pushing out top lane, like you mentioned with the flag. And
Yeah.
one move, they'll get the tower for this.
Try and get the setup onto difference with an awkward angle. Ariel doesn't land the impalement arts, and the Dragon Knight will just be able to walk free. Many resources and bodies being thrown towards this mid lane just to preserve the tower. But you gotta imagine it's only a matter of time. Chodex is here as well to maybe try and punish Natty on the TP back. But yeah, like you said, the way that one move are kind of splitting the map right now, it's very efficient. Gilgia can stay down here and farm. Chodex is gonna get back here. Pedanic might be in trouble.
I'm kind of impressed with this, probably this item build.
Instant
Sorry,
pulverize,
skill
blood
build.
grenade with the slow. Codex, another kill added to his repertoire. Gilgir will be the one to claim the last hit there. Meanwhile, these heroes on the side of 4Pirates, they are just kind of dying up here. Everywhere they walk, there are one move heroes ready to meet them, and look at this rotation. Netsphere, he's gonna be looking for Otaka.
There's a point in Sunder though. He's just camping. Dude, this guy is an assassin, I swear.
Dude, what the hell is happening? And Nesphia is actually, yeah, he is playing so active. I guess that's just his playstyle. They will spot him out on that twin gate rotation with a very nicely placed ward. But it's still not really helping the bleeding that 4Pirates are suffering from. They are down 10 kills right now.
They're down 8 kills, Mike. Learn 2 mats.
Yeah, my
Bright side for them is that Mr. Morales has Blade Mail flying out, so now every time they kill him, they will lose some health. And that BB Pax feeds a kill in the mid lane to Natty Narwhal, who could really use some net worth. Okay, on a more serious note, I think they do have damage to kill heroes, right? This Lash, he pours in a shit ton of damage. It's just initiation that's slightly hard for them. Might be a little easier once the Global Silence comes out. Just gonna enable them to run in. Speaking of run.
That beat is available, the Blade Mail. Homing Missile holding him in place. He is very tanky on Mr. Morale. They're trying to turn the damage, but difference is even tankier. Now they start running up into Pedanic. Ariel and Natty Narwhal are in the area, and Nesphia,
Oh,
he has to be
Impalement
so
Arts.
careful. Slowed by the Impalement Arts. Very nice connection. And he get on out of here. Makes his way back towards the tower. The second Impalement Arts coming in. You need the defense matrix. Not enough healing, not enough damage block. Natty Narwhal gets that
Coming
kill.
in from the right.
Coming in from the left as well. Chodex looking for a nice connection. Charge through. Bash into the Lash. Bam, bam, bam. Hit by a truck in the Primal Beast. Beautiful gameplay from one move so far. They are getting the advantage across all layers of the map.
Mike, 13 minus 4. Hit me. 3, 2, 1.
Nine. The fact I needed to double take to make sure I was correct there was insane. Ariel,
It was.
level 5, no Wheel of Wonder, will just get run down. This Primal Beast game looks very free, unfortunately. A very nice fear sends him the other way. So, life preserved for now. Spots out a very nice stack that he could heal if he had a bit of mana.
Dude, these players are
Be
insane.
looking
They're
towards
so
the top lane.
fast. These probably is like, nah, I'm not farming anymore, guys.
Yeah, dude, what is happening? They've just completely abandoned the lanes. They're killing heroes non-stop. Mr. Morale, no stampede, instant death.
You can invade the triangle
onto
now
this
if
tier
they
one
want
top.
to. Natty's here, but can you really protect your triangle against this? I'm not sure. They are so strong right now. It's not like they're that far ahead. I guess 4K is quite a lot, but Otegra is still in a good place. Like the network on the cores are pretty okay. Also, if you look at the skill build of Ringmaster, it tells you what kind of game they're having. 2 points in the escape. Like, how often do you actually see that?
Yeah, what is the... I guess it's just the additional duration of a save. Chodex gonna break his smoke on the high ground. Global Silence is available, so something one move have to be wary about. 4Pirates gonna come back in and protect this stack, allow the Lash to farm it with the smoke, so they at least clear that up and don't get it stolen. Keeping up in terms of net worth, that's important, but one move, they are on the prowl, like you said. They want to put this DK Blink Dagger to full use.
There's Blade Mail on Chodex too. Super high value, right? Against Lash, against TB. So much damage to reflect back. 3 points in the uproar too. He's karaokeing.
He's kind of swagging on that. Wait, did it? Oh man, no, it still maintains.
It's only when he
That's pretty funny.
trembles. What song do you think he's singing, man?
Whatever the hell's playing in between break. I think Amazing Grace. Bardcore.
It's just some classical chord music.
Amazing. You see? It fits the
some
fits the
pipes.
little theme. 4Pirates on the prowl in the bot lane though. They're looking for an initiation. They have that global silence. And they spot out baby 3-packs. Nice wheel. Pierce them back in. Chodex doesn't fall for it. Looking for a target now. They're still holding on to the global silence, waiting for a spell cast.
Amazing Grace.
Nice
No
little
way, he's
onslaught.
actually gonna
Up
get
to
out.
the north. I don't think he's getting
Yes,
out.
take
He's
charges,
slow to the
Mike.
crawl.
He's,
Last few
yeah,
auto
I
attacks.
don't
People,
tell
are
you.
you serious? He is running. Stampede just to chase him down. They will bring down the beast. -1. A little bit of a killing spree, but meanwhile, top lane. The setup there onto Mr. Moral.
No Stampede.
No Stampede. Should be a lot of damage. And the tips come through. Haha, you use your Stampede to kill me. My team's gonna punish you.
Oh, 14 minutes too. Are they gonna lose the
Uh-oh.
Shrine of Wisdom? Don't look like they have any TPs.
That way. They're trying to come in on the silencer, but if the silencer runs up into this gyro, he might just die.
Whoa,
They'll try and
that's
interrupt.
Verdanix
One
like,
rocket
"Where? My
rush just takes
team?"
half his HP. There's difference with the stun. They get the wisdom shrine, and I don't know. It wasn't Otaka there already. He didn't come fast enough. But maybe difference. He might be the one to fall. Haste rune on Natty, slowing down that DK. Gilgia in the area, ready to try and help. Heals coming out. Damage is there. Barrier reflected.
Oh,
Immediately
Ariel's
burst. The Ariel just casually dies to some martial machines. Okay. I mean, you do end up losing the Dragon Knight. That's a decent trade, but you gotta keep in mind that you lost out on the Shrine of Wisdom. And one move. Overall, I'm sure they're happy about that trade.
Okay, so in my head, what I saw there was TB was chasing Dragon Knight, right? And Lesh was behind. I was wondering if he stunned the TB on that narrow path. Would he have actually blocked the Lesh too? You know what I'm talking about, Mike?
No, I do know what you're talking about, but have you seen TB? He has a snatched waist. He's a skinny legend. He would have... I think the Lesh would have been able to sneak past him.
Alright. But every time our ops, he
The-
drew an X yesterday too, and the tower died. I'm like, oh, the 4 pirates, they need to get the treasure. X marks the spot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for that.
I had to let people know.
Yeah. Shout out to our lovely observer, Mr. Scriff. Got the Scriff diff on this stream right now. Which other observer draws this much?
That's true. Very active.
Yeah.
Almost on par with Nesphere.
I'm sure he's a fan of the playstyle. Chodex getting a freebie onto Ariel. The rest of 4Pirates have their ultimates up, but with it being 15 minutes, they just want to get a pick off, head towards that Tormentor, and get a free shard for themselves. Best believe where there's action, Nesphere will be here. Sure enough, he's on his way to try and help his team with it, because Lord knows they don't have the damage without
How is Gyugyo so far? He's level 11, same as the Gyro, and he has Blink Holy Locker. What the hell? Excuse me.
Has he just been farming?
Yeah,
I mean, dude, to be fair, wait, he's literally higher. I guess he's just been like march of machining the entire triangle and the sort of right side area of the.
That's because
Shrine of
Primal's been
Wisdom, right?
running
'Cause-
around, right?
Yeah, the Primal's been running around making things happen. And still getting quite a good degree of net worth. This is pretty funny stuff. I guess that's the pos 4 Tinker for you. Just farm mode while this Primal's just gonna make things happen for you.
Speaking of farm mode, Mr. Morales is in die mode down here.
It's a die mode.
Die mode.
Homing missile. Oh, it's not fast enough. Really quick on that Centaur Warrunner. Chodex trying to find him with the chase. Trample in the tree line. Meanwhile, they found difference on the flank though, and Mr. Morale doesn't even die, managing to juke through the tree line. The rest of 4 Pirates are coming in, but they've already used the global silence. Have vision of both supports here. Gilgia could find a nice setup. Be careful, Natty Narwhal getting clipped by the ice path. In comes Gilgia. Way too much magic damage to box by him sometime, but he's gonna pop out straight into his death. Nice little setup there for one move.
These teams, they want to battle, man. Unfortunately for 4 Pirates, they are a little disadvantaged right now. Pretty hard to fight into the tankiness of one move. Nice pick off on the DK though, and on the Tinker.
Whoa, okay. I guess he just blinked in the middle of the wave. That's where he died. Getting caught out by the silencer there.
We call that the
We'll try
Kiyotaka
and chase
special.
onto him. I'm guessing wrong. They want to get Ulteka instead, but he's pretty quick on this Terrorblade, as the Demon Zeal helping him zoom the hell out of there. Are they still chasing? Dude, Chodex is like a homing missile for these enemy heroes. Him and Nesphere have been running at them non-stop.
Oh, can get it? Oh my god, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
No. Okay. Pulverize?
One touch? Or not?
Good try.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace. I thought Chodex messed up there because he went for the onslaught, and I was looking at his mana pool. I'm like, I don't think he has the mana for the Pulverize. Still had some one charges though. Very nicely done. Good catch and good persistence. One move, non-stop kills across the map. 9 to 20. It's still only a 3k gold lead though, and they're not done.
Oh no, the eggs.
Wow.
Do you see that? I guess it was the ward, but also Gyro Flag kind of hit a creep at the last second there before he blinked out. I thought that's what he reacted to.
Yeah, same. Either way, nice little bait from Mr. Morale. Waste some time.
Right, Centaur being poor. The two cores of 4Pirates are doing pretty okay. Slash and TB is still kind of up there in the net worth. Unfortunately for them, they are kind of playing against 4 cores right now. Soon to be 5 if this Centaur dies one more time down here. Jakiro, 1k net worth behind him. 2v5.
Maybe 3-Pack's doing a lot better of a job compared to Pedantic last game at keeping himself alive for sure. 3, 3, and 10. Getting involved in a lot of this action. The Mage Slayer now complete for difference, so he's going to be a lot harder to take down. But like you said, Otaka is farming. This is one of those games where I don't know if the TB can win it for his team, but if he gets to the point where he's terrifying, it's going to be very hard for one move to run into him.
I think you can, but his Tinker is a problem, and Gilgir is super farmed, so they need to wait to deal with this Tinker. At some point, maybe you see like some Blink Hacks on the Lash or Blink Shivas with this Global Silence. They definitely have damage. This Lash is pretty strong right now. Shilrun, Bloodstone. They're looking for something here. Hopefully a core kill. It's definitely what they want to
So
find.
that's would be really nice to grab. Baby 3-Packs on the front lines. The pings come out. Both teams have a faint idea that posturing in the area is what their opponents are doing.
It's just a little bit of latency there, maybe. Broke Smoke didn't really realize.
Don't blame them for hesitating a little bit. They will see Chodex, but on clearing that camp, he'll just back up. You don't really have your Centaur in the right position to blink Stomp, so... Not finding anything from that smoke move. Just backing up, back to farming. I don't know if this game state really favors the side of 4Pirates. We'll try and find this Tinker. Bit too slow there, unfortunately. But yeah, like you said, one move are farming up on what is basically 4 cores, right? Meanwhile, your Silencer is very far behind. Your Ringmaster is not really having much of a game. He has a Yule Scepter, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a
but
little bit worried about 4Pirates right now.
they're trying, right? But they just can't find the moves. Gilgir doing a super good job just pushing out the waves. I think as strong as they feel on the 2 cores, they're also okay farming. I think it's more of the second half of the team. You know, the peasants of Ringmaster and Silencer. Like, at what point do they actually feel like they can give impact in this game? I guess as Ringmaster, you always have utility, right? Silencer as well. So it's not so bad. Maybe even go for something like a Midas here just because of the game state. I don't think they're out of it by any means. And one move, they have kind of realized that fights are not super straightforward, right? So just gonna dodge, go Roshan here.
Yeah, one move past the state of the game where they can just kind of mindlessly run at their opponents. There's a bit of a response now, and 4Pirates are scaling up a little bit in their own way. Like you said, the Lash and the Terrorblade are becoming quite a
Might
factor.
see a fight here.
Keeping up in terms of net worth.
4Pirates, if they can get a pick off to start.
Chodex might be a good one to start on. Glimmer Cape. They don't have the detection. Putting a sentry down, but he's fine. Able to walk away. Roshan claimed. Now 4Pirates, they need to escape. Still trying to stick around. Maybe commit onto Nesphere. Is this really what you want? Otaka on the front lines. Gonna get homing missile. Beautiful call down. Connecting onto 3. Slowing them all down. And Chodex now looking for an angle. Meanwhile, to the north, difference. Gets stopped on his Blink Dagger. Otika able to walk away out of that one. Chodex thinking twice about the charge.
It's just really hard to find an initiation. They need a clean kill onto the Gyro DK. This primal, he pops Blade Mail or he gets the Glimmer off, and it's just so hard to commit. Like, you can't really go in as Lash onto his Blade Mail right now before BKB. Terrorblade as well. You don't really want to spend all your HP trying to take down this one target for just one move to come in and clean you up.
That's not the easiest to take Chodex down as well. If you start beating into him, you're reflecting a lot of damage on yourself.
I'm also not sure if they know that
Prime.
Gilger has an Aghanim, so a lot of TB's
Oh,
damage
dear.
will be negated if he comes in at the right time.
Dude, this is a core Tinker.
Yeah, it
This
He's
is not a
4-on-4.
possible. How does he have Eggs, Holy Locket, Blink? Some core Tinkers have Eggs and Blink at this timing.
I
Oh
don't know,
my
man.
goodness.
It's a pretty impressive 2 games from him, honestly. Gilger.
Yeah. Difference. Getting initiated on in the mid lane, but again, this is a DK with a Mage Slayer, Essence Ring, and a Tinker backing him up. I'd be in trouble now, and 4Pirates forced to pop the Stampede. That was a little bit of a pathetic go. You're the one who started the fight, now you're running away from it? Coward.
It's a TP baited. Space for team.
Die like a man. Get in there. Accept your fate.
Man of morals will not die for anything but his team. Meanwhile, one move. Why does Nesphere has Bad Boom on the end of his name? Is he a fan?
Maybe from a previous team, they had them as a sponsor. Maybe they personally sponsor him because he's such an
true.
active
So
and fun player
aggressive.
to watch. We'll have to see. Bit of a setup there from 4Pirates looking for the Storm. Nesphere might have the second life, but losing it this early on will be awkward. They force the meta pop and they're fine. Nesphere's actually going to try and turn around and at least pressure Otika with that secondary strikes, just blasting a lot of magic damage. They will now see that Gilgir has that Aghanim Scepter. The laser is going to be a major problem if they stick around. 4Pirates, they're trying to encroach and move forward here, but into the march, into the high ground, they don't have vision and they just have to back up. That's meta used for basically nothing there, just a BKB charge on the gyro.
Yeah, lack of Stampede, no real way to lock down. Terribly also not at the point where he pumps out super high physical damage, not yet at least. Chose to go for the pike, so a bit more kiting, and again, you also see the power of the laser, right? TB, a lot of his damage is gonna be stopped, has to go for the BKB, which he has queued up now.
Yeah. I guess the next timing for 4Pirates will be when those BKBs come up. Natty is about to finish his as well. So a bit more resistance into a lot of the magic damage being pumped out by one move.
Yeah, like you said, 4Pirates probably not too happy with the state of the game, but TB is getting to a point where he can kind of push in double waves. I like to see him try to set up for his Tinker kill a little more. I feel like Gilgir is getting away with way too much wave clear. He's also a pretty high value kill. It's not like he's hiding in the trees and marching, you know, he's kind of just going into the wave. Maybe get up some lane wards.
I was a bit curious about this in the draft as we see a pick off on the aerial. Nice catch there from one move, but they picked the TB into the Tinker, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't understand that Gilgir Tinker is gonna have some 22 minutes Ags, Holy Locket, Aghanim Scepter, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, even regardless of that, did they just think the silencer will be an auto answer? Because so far we haven't really seen it play out that way. Gilgir's had a completely free game. You don't have any catch. The TB is just, like you said, a bit hard countered, right? Even when he gets the BKB, it's not like his illusions have BKB. He's losing a lot of damage from everyone other than his main hero.
Alright, think of it this way, Mike. Your hero is countered, but you're top of the net worth even when you're 8k down at 26 minutes.
Sure.
So probably it was a good pick.
Stomp into the mid lane. Looking to try and push Nesphere away from their tower. With this Aegis, you gotta imagine that one move, they're gonna be pushing the issue a little bit here.
Can I just say that I appreciate that Holy Locket is a green Dagon.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you can see the visual of it being applied now is what you mean, right?
Yeah. It's like a... Yeah, it's just a green Dagon. I like it.
It's like a healing version of the Dagon. Instead of blasting your opponents, you're buffing them back up. I mean your allies, you're buffing them back up.
Correcto, Mando. Top lane, Centaur.
A bit of trouble. That's the Stampede. That's another sort of ultimate use defensively. Might not even be done. Homing Missile chasing him down. Ice Pop slightly off the mark, but the charge will find him. In they go, and the Stomp is not going to stop anything. Mr. Morale just goes down. Very, very nice catch, and this surely now will open up the tier 3s for them. For Pirates, they went on a bit of an excursion outside of the base to get that Tormentor, and now they're going to lose their tier 3 for it. Otika's trying to be cute and cut the wave behind them with the Twin Gate play.
Whoa, DK's
that
in.
Fortify might be enough, but yeah, DK's in just kills Aerial. Yeah, the Pirates, they are bleeding out just a little bit, I'll be honest. It's felt that way in game number 1, and now game number 2, similar problems persisting there. One move just seemed like they are the better team in this series. Looking towards their next lane of racks now.
Alright, 4Pirates, they need TV to start cutting mid-wave. Hopefully spot out the AD rune maybe. Pick it up and come in for a flank. That's their only hope right now.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if Natty
the
now just gonna go
BKB.
down. Right, he doesn't even get to pop the BKB. Mr. Moral's in here, no Stampede, he's just dead. Otika's gonna come in, no AD rune on him. You don't have that second life on the gyro anymore, but you got a butt ton of damage. Ring of One, Wheel
nice
of Wonder,
thunder.
holding in the DK. This is pretty nice. Thunder onto the DK, getting the kill. Otika, this is the opportunity he was waiting for. Gilgear though, still
though?
full
He
HP,
did.
just blasts him down. Way too much magic damage. It looked easy for one move.
Sigma moment. I like that one. Sigma moment indeed. Indeed, from this Tinker, Gilgear is... I don't know, man. Is this a good Tinker game? Or is it just a good Gilgear game?
I think it's both.
It's
Looks pretty solid. This player has been impressing us in this series, and this is a first pick Tinker. This has been the hero that has been prevalent in the meta this entire time. We'll get some control out onto Chodex. He's retreating to the north instead of towards his team, maybe trying to bait them away from continued chase. But now Gilgear, tagged up, a little bit of trouble, used to dodge the stun.
Nice,
Might be able to blink out with the help, but the blood grenade slowing him down. He still doesn't have the blink. This is a great catch. Nice little bit of an item usage from one of the supports. I'm not sure who. Either way, they'll be able to push one move back. One last lane of racks for them. Baby 3 packs. Able to force that to the low ground. Mr. Moral with the chase. No. Bit too far off now. Okay. A 4Pirates not out of the game just yet. Oh my goodness.
It feels so satisfying to run away from someone in the river. It's like as soon as you touch the river, it's like... Whee! You out. Do feel like that. One move again. Feeling a little bit overconfident, but there is a buyback for Natty. And to look at the net worth again, Natty and Tiger, they're just up here. Oh no, no
That doesn't really seem to matter because Mr. Morale, he's poor as shit. 10k net worth, the Jakiro's catching up, but now Natty gonna try and punish DK.
So if you can fight
This is
this
still
guys.
a very strong Dragon Knight. Yeah, I don't know if you can fight. Nice
Oh,
thunder
no,
to save
Tiger.
box as well, but now Otaka is low. Uh-oh, Global Silence keeps him away. Nice Manta dodge on the auto attack. Difference. He'll just have to settle for the support, it seems like. Slow to a crawl by the
Is no one
Arcane
gonna
Curse
die?
as well as some of those Impalement Arts. Somehow they survive.
Right, nicely done, but that's meta down. One move is arriving at the last objective in the game, the tier 3 tower. No meta, no Stampede, no Global Silence. Okay, let's have Stampede, just came out, but Tinker's gonna heal everyone up, and I'm not sure how you stop this right now.
No one of 4Pirates in position to cut the wave as well, so they have to take a full-on fight. Otaka trying to use the remaining duration of that metamorphosis, but they'll turn back to regular TB very shortly, and one move. This could be the final play of the game for 4Pirates. They need to try and find an opening, maybe flush out Gilgear, but the Tinker, he's been in such a good position so far. First laser in, looking to focus down Nesphere. Then Gyro in trouble, but the defense matrix, he turns around, he's fine. 4-star back to safety. He's healing up big time.
Oh, the
Nesphere's
Thunder
barely
difference.
threatened. He's just killing out Natty Narwhal. Thunder saves Otaka, but it's not gonna be relevant because Otaka doesn't even have any damage. Codex alone was just zoning them out. Got real close to taking down the Gyro, but it just wasn't enough. Heals and the Satanic, way too much lifesteal and sustain for the Gyro. Now with the Mega Creeps, now with 3 heroes remaining, they'll collapse on Pandanic, get that kill. 2 heroes left. Otaka trying to fight for all he's worth, trying to push Gilgear into the base, but they use to save Chodex there to help his friend as well. No more buybacks, no more hope. And no more chance at the close qualifiers, it seems, for 4Pirates. They're gonna have to walk the plank. Goodbye. 2-0-1 move. A pretty easy series for them, I want to say. A few small mistakes here and there, but other than that,